Videos of UFOs, werewolf sightings, and bizarre animal behavior are showing up all over the internet. These reports force us to consider what is lurking in the shadows and to question our thinking that we're alone in the world. In this video, we're going to share some unforgettable clips with you that will give you goosebumps and knock your mind out of the fairy tale life. Be sure to watch until the end for a revelation that will leave all humanity wondering. Imagine yourself checking your phone from the comfort of your home when your trail camera delivers you a gloomy image that appears are the wildly feeling chills. Number 1. The mystery of the clown. Clown images have been straying off the internet, not just in the forest, but even close to residential regions. First, thethings.com described how a trail camera caught a strange clown eagerly approaching the camera and giving watchers goosebumps. The legitimacy of the images is unknown because they were posted on a dead community bulletin board on a realtree.com. Number 2. Redgate Story. A former Deer Lodge resident told stories in 2005, claiming that his brother used to play with aliens in his childhood. More and more people joined in to hear the reality behind the tale as it spread from Redgate, which is located 50 miles southwest of Helena Linda Cohen. A 1963 graduate revealed how her brother had a UFO encounter as a young child when visiting the Redgates and enigmatic locations. She said, "My brother consciously remembers having a lot of encounters with aliens as a child, playing with them as a child. We didn't know anything about them growing up. When the woman first met Jim Mars, they agreed to collaborate in finding this alien discovery and were astounded by how many other people in the 80s had a similar experience. Many copy, Baker by trade related, Habby once observed gigantic rings that resembled UFOs, along with the odd red, yellow, and blue light emissions underneath them. For the past 20 years, there have been increasing numbers of sightings reported in this area." Returning to the recording made by Don Bromley, do you believe it may be an indication of the same insight that these folks have been discussing for so long? Imagine going to sleep in peace in your room, only to wake up in the middle of the night to the sound of your doorbell being hammered. Then, when you attempted to see the individual, you discovered that a clown was peering inside the door via the keyhole. Number 3. Alien caught on trial camera. The same thing happened to Donald Bromley, who manages a ranch in western Montana and uses his 12 trail cameras to document animal behavior in the valley. When he checked his trail camera one day to download more footage, he was concerned about the sudden discharge of the battery since it needed to last at least 6 months. Only 3 images were presented to him by the camera, which posed numerous mysterious questions. Not only was there a single white-coloured creature wandering close with an unshaped head, but it also managed to render the following 2 images completely blank. But there have been numerous instances where traces of UFOs and evidence of alien life have been detected close to Redgate location. Do you believe that to be true? Let's explore further. Number 4. The Killer Clown. But this isn't the only clown face that sent chills down people's spines. In contrast, some sightings of the killer clown have been captured on trail cameras in Michigan in the US, where a man walked close to the camera, was persuaded to look straight at it. With a terrifying mask covering his face, no one could tell who was responsible for it. But since then, there have been 23 instances of killer clown sightings in the UK. This has caused some people to think twice before entering the woods, even when it first appeared in America. The authorities urged the populace not to join the trend, since it might cause us to have nightmares. Number 5. Creepy clown digging on roadside. Furthermore, since we adore going deeper to discover new information for you, we stumbled into a clip that went viral in 2019 after a TikTok. a shared video footage of a clown digging by the side of the road. At 9:30 p.m, Braden Letford, who was heading to the lake to speak to his friend, noticed this clown acting strangely and took out his phone to record. Letford claimed he simply drove away without reporting the incident to the police, given that he was unharmed. However, when we realized that this clone resembled the one reported on thethings.com, in some sense, it was unsettling. If you love cats, you know how much they like exploring everything that moves. They might be amusing at times because of their inquisitiveness. However, this same curiosity can become a nightmare when dealing with massive cats like lions and tigers. Number 6. Unhappy camper escapes lions at night. When a pride of lions started raiding the campsite of the individual sleeping in his tent in the middle of the night during one of the trailing trips, things quickly spiraled out of control. The person felt chills as he opened the tent zip to investigate the disturbance outside and then chained his shut. Even though employing this zip lock is similar to using a blanket to escape a murderer, this was the only option for him to feel safe. Nevertheless, the lion finally chose not to attack the individual. Because of this, the lion ultimately decided to allow the camper to rest. After scrutinizing everything, the camper hastily went outdoors to change his tent to after the pride left the area. However, we are confident that episode caused him to have a lifelong terror of camping. The trail cameras capture every action of this tragedy and write a new chapter of those who sought a peaceful night's sleep in the heart of the forest. But gradually it became apparent that this wasn't the only time these cats had an interest in human settlements. Number 7. Lion enters tent forces campers to take refuge in car. Additionally, NDTV released a video of 2 campers who were scared of leaving their car because a lion had broken into their tent and stolen their pillow. It eventually began chewing the pillow and pulling it apart just like our domestic cats. The campers pumped up their automobile and drove near the tent to frighten the big cat away when it returned to the tent after being bored from playing with the same pillow for a few minutes. The lion decided that this was too much for it to take, so it attacks their camp chair in front of them and took it. Number 8. Lion lick water off tent as camper watches nervously. Additionally, the Storyful YouTube channel posted a video of a lion licking water off of a tent. As campers were stuck inside, nervously documenting the deed in this circumstance, what would you have done? Wait, are you catching the safari jungle glitch too? Number 9. Secret kisses. In regards to our final cat visiting trail video, we recently stumbled onto footage of 2 smitten cat couples spending a starry night in front of the trail camera. The bond between these 2 nocturnal beasts was unique and increased people's appreciation for nature. Not only do these 2 cats continue to exhibit affection for one another during the evening hours, but their inseparable nature also dropped the jaws of cat lovers. Do you think that howling animals that transform into a large wolf-like monster on full moon nights exist? Number 10. Brazilian werewolf. People in Brazil were astonished to learn that a werewolf had been filmed on a backyard camera, since the area is well known for paranormal encounters. When this spooky werewolf came into São Gonçalo de Campos, his backyard in 2014, he didn't miss the chance to record it. It appeared odd when the footage showed a canine-like creature that is too big to be a dog roaming about and bouncing on its hind legs. Could it possibly be a costumed guy or a bear? Nobody is aware of the reality. But according to the alleged witness, Pingo, a black monster appearing to have more than 1.5 meters of height hairy on the occasion, the creature was writhing as the legends tell, maybe in the process of transformation. He described how he once heard an odd creature scratching at his gate earlier in the month and went to investigate it. However, We believe that the study raised some additional issues. Number 11. Backyard werewolf. In a circumstance that may give us heart attacks, we have no understanding of how individuals chose to approach something so terrifying at how they pull out their cameras to look closer. According to the next video in our list, a woman felt something unusual on a house's terrace and moved near her to investigate when she saw two bright eyes staring at her intently. It was now obvious that the animal in the video was alive since it blinks a few times. Although people describe it to be a howling creature, its identity is yet unclear. Number 12. Vlog werewolf. Imagine leaving a shift late and engaging in something refreshing like vlogging while sitting in your car, or while having an unidentified creature suddenly climb on your window. A similar incident occurred to a man who was filming an update for his vlog when a sizable beast began hitting his glass pane and making odd noises. But could a werewolf be involved? How do you feel? Number 13. Werewolf follows the child. Finally, when he was filming his daughter playing with the frog, a father can be seen enjoying some bonding time with her, but as he was recording each step, a strange-looking beast suddenly began to race toward them. The father took his daughter and left the area because this monster's enormity and the way it moved on its two legs. The veracity of this video was coming into question as a result of the large number of rural residents who now assert that they have personally seen werewolves. Number 14. Michigan's werewolf. Last but not least, a woman began filming her husband on a jet ski close to the lake in Michigan a few years ago. However, as she was filming, she noticed a strange, enormous creature moving in their direction that resembled a wolf. They quickly left after she promptly called her husband. Naturally, the video ended there without providing any further details. But given that there have been numerous reports of werewolves in the area, this video has gained a lot of attention. Do you also believe that werewolf is pursuing these individuals? We enjoy making such exciting videos for our viewers so they can indulge their curiosity and expand their knowledge of such fascinating content. Do you believe you have something to share with us that will surprise the other viewers as well? Don't forget to tell us about it. Check the following video that appears on your screen if you think that this one exceeded your expectations.